hello to PK and Lady Silver in the chat. Excuse me. I literally just had a snack and had a drink, so my throat is a little froggy. I see we have 6 viewers and 4 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for already being here before I even hit the go live button. It means a lot to me, it really does. Okay, hang on a sec, guys. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Lilith. I went and grabbed all my stuff, but I did not grab my notebook and my pen, which I always have on hand during streams. Hang on. Okay, I got what I need. Yeah, I was a little concerned at first because usually before I hit when I have a stream that's already planned out, before I hit the go live button, it usually shows me how many people are waiting, and it wasn't showing that anybody was waiting. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is gonna be so awkward. What am I gonna do? And then I went and hit live anyway, and I'm so happy that you guys are already here. Melinda, we're gonna take a minute to, I see your request there. We're gonna take a minute to send some Reiki to you for healing energy to go up and down your back. I'll still do the reading on it, of course, but I just thought maybe I should send some healing energy your way first. See if that gives you a little bit of comfort. I couldn't imagine how much something like that would hurt. Nerve damage in your back and fusing discs and stuff, that sounds really painful. So you're extremely brave and you're extremely tough for having to go through that. Spirit, please send healing to Melinda and her back, and show her doctors and healthcare providers the right path to take for her healing and recovery, and help her to recover well. All right. July 7th, 24. I almost wrote 27. I'm all about, today is 7/7, and I'm like seriously this close to writing 7/7/27. 7/7. Okay. That seems like a special, is that a portal? It's kind of a special day anyway. And I love when the numbers just match up like that. Melinda, I'm gonna just write down your request here before I forget, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing I want to talk about with you guys. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go through and do the rest of the requests that I'm seeing in the chat, but I actually wanted to talk to you guys about something first. Some of it has to do with how absolutely fucking weird I was acting with my ethical tarot reader video. I uploaded it. I put all this work into it. I uploaded it. For some reason, the resolution, or what is it? Usually stuff on the computer is 16 by 9. The size was incorrect, so it does look a little bit funny. And I was going to take it down, and then I thought, well, I talked about some really sensitive topics. Oh no, like that's going to get me in trouble with someone. So I thought, oh, I better unlist it. And then I thought, oh, I could use this video for something that I'm working on that I'm going to tell you guys about. Then I decided, nah, we'll just make it public for everybody. Now, the idea that I had, I want to develop a tarot course. I wanted to come up with a way to teach you guys basic tarot. And it would definitely be, it would be like a weekly course via Zoom calls. I would have just a few people per class, breakout rooms so you guys can practice with each other. But I was thinking just doing a weekly, I don't know how many weeks it's going to be, but a weekly course teaching the basics. There, like one unit is like the history of tarot. Another one is like how to be an ethical tarot reader, which is what I had taken that upload down because I was going to use it for the course. And then I decided I might make a different one for the course, whatever, it's fine. So like a unit on being an ethical tarot reader, and then, you know, a couple weeks dedicated to the major arcana, a couple weeks dedicated to the minor arcana, basic spreads and how to read for each other. And then like I was thinking like every class or so we could always have like 10 minutes in the breakout rooms to do practice readings on each other. So if that's something you guys are interested in, absolutely let me know. I'm starting to work on the actual content of the course and planning it out. And I kind of want to gauge how much interest there is in learning tarot in this community. So if that's something that you would like, just let me know. You can always tell me in the chat or in the comments or in an email. And then that will give me an idea of like how many weeks the course should be, how, you know, what to charge for it, and how many people I'm going to potentially be teaching. It's something I would really love to do. Okay, and I'm just looking back at your guys's requests here. Okay, we had a request from Lady Silver. What does Spirit advise on the judgmental ladies at my new center? Oh my. Honestly, it is really hard to find a workplace or some other type of social like gathering, being around other people where you don't run into judgmental people. I'm so sorry you're dealing with judgmental people. That sucks. But we'll definitely get some advice from Spirit on that. Let's just say judgmental ladies at new center advice. Hello, Jeffrey. Welcome to the chat. And thank you. You guys are all so sweet. Okay, PK, work situation. Any updates or anything to be aware of? Okay, we'll add that to the list. Ellie would like to send a message of gratitude and peace to everyone in a troubled time, and all will be well. I agree. All shall be well. And we're gonna just say this and manifest it and confirm it. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Oh, Lady Silver says it is the Sirius portal. Cool. Rose Blue says she flies to Florida to see her parents in August. No questions, just an update. Okay. I hope that that goes well and that your parents are doing well. Have a good flight. Lilith is looking for an update on that love reading. Of course. Okay. Oh, Rose says she's got to go run errands. Okay, have fun running errands. Lady Silver is wondering about spellcraft. Okay. That could be something interesting to teach too. Like maybe basic, yeah, like maybe how to do some basic spells. I could do like a short, maybe like a little shorter course on that. Sort of the basics of witchcraft and magic. Maybe teach how to do a basic protection spell, a basic money spell, a basic... Okay, that's a really good idea. I'm actually going to go ahead and write that down somewhere on my page. Okay. Spell crafting. My gosh, my brain is going faster than my hand, or my hand is going faster than my brain. They're not lining up and my writing is chicken scratch. But okay, spell crafting course. Okay, we'll write that down. That's a very, very good idea. I don't have my things out to do any spell casting or witchy stuff today. I think we're just doing readings and chatting and viewer requests and stuff. All right. Kathy is wondering. Kathy says, I'm fighting depression, fatigue, and weird random health issues. What's up? Am I going to get my mojo back? Is Dr. M going to help me? First of all, I'm very sorry to hear that you are struggling. Second, just like we did for Melinda, we're going to ask Spirit to go ahead and send you the healing energy that your body, mind, and soul require. Okay, so that's on my list. Ooh, Lady Silver says Lilith could maybe co-host a spell class. That would be so cool, actually. Mara would like a quick reading from the Akashic records. Okay. Lilith says, I consider myself a beginner too, only been reading tarot for like 3 years. Sometimes it's not about like how long, you know, like chronologically or whatever that you've been doing it. Sometimes it's like the skills you develop and stuff as you go. I've been reading tarot since 2018. 2018 was the first year I ever held my own tarot deck in my hands and started practicing. It takes practice. I still kind of consider myself maybe not a beginner because I'm not new to it, but I also wouldn't like consider myself like a tarot master, but I know enough about it to get a great benefit from reading tarot, and I know enough about it to help other people to get that benefit. Oh, someone sent me a super chat. Thank you. I didn't see who did that. Okay, Brenda is wondering about ascension. And will she ascend? Jeffrey says, I've been a certified Reiki master since 96, other modalities as well, including IET and astrology for 25 years, trained in New York City by my mentor. That's really cool. So you've been doing this work since the time I was literally just a baby. I was born like Thanksgiving, 1995, like Canadian Thanksgiving. So if it's something you're okay with, I would actually like to get in touch with you and just ask you a couple questions. Brenda says I could split the course into different components, tarot and spellcrafting. That's also a good idea. I'm wondering though, I might just do two. If I choose to do a spellcrafting course, they would be two separate things. Yeah, I think it would be better to have a separate course for tarot. That could be the big course, and then maybe one for spellcrafting, which would be smaller, shorter, and much more basic. Ah, Kathy, you're the one who sent the super chat. Thank you. Okay, and Jakara. So I have my list numbered here. We're on request number 8. I'm just going to do 10 today. So Jakara had a really cool dream last night, or recently. She says, may I ask about a recent dream I had where I met my higher self and spirit guides? Absolutely. I love hearing about people's dreams, whether they were like spiritual or just random brain nonsense. I'm fascinated by dreams. Absolutely. I love it. I love learning more about how spirit can come and talk to us in our dreams. It's just, it's so cool. I also just have really weird dreams at night. So I've gotten acquainted with the dream state, and I find some kind of comfort in thinking about and learning about dreams. Karen, thank you for being in the chat. Karen says, thank you for what you do. Thank you for being in the chat and for supporting me. Okay, so I got to write down, okay, email Jeffrey. Okay, email Jeffrey Thompson. Okay. Karen's asking if anyone changes genders in dreams. I've never really thought about that. Have I ever dreamed that I was a dude? I'm sure I have at some point. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I used to keep a dream journal about 10 years ago. And I kept the dream journal for almost 2 years. And then I kind of just sporadically recorded them over time. I should go back through and see if I had any interesting ones. I'd love to start a dream journal again. Sometimes I just forget to write them down again in the morning. But when I give myself enough time to actually do it, I am pretty good at remembering dreams, or at least remembering parts of them. I'm gonna have to do some studying. Lilith asks if do you astral project or travel through dreams? I definitely believe that I do some kind of traveling and spiritual work in some of my dreams. At least in things that I can remember. I'm sure there's a lot more that I do in my dreams that I don't remember. Karen says she occasionally flies in her dreams. That's so fun. Sometimes I'll have like a flying dream and then I'll realize, oh shit, I'm flying, and then I wake myself up. So I got to figure out how to not wake myself up because I get so excited. But I love lucid dreaming. I used to be pretty good at doing that at will. I'm getting a little better at it because I kind of fell off the wagon of doing it. Excuse me. Okay, let's see if anybody in the chat can help me figure this one out. I messaged a friend of mine and even asked her because the dreams were about her. There's a friend of mine, I don't really see her a whole lot anymore. She's moved away and she's got a family and stuff. I have been having constant recurring dreams that this friend of mine keeps giving me tattoos on my legs. And they're actually very nice tattoos. And I messaged her and asked her if she's like studying art or if she's interested in becoming a tattoo artist or something like that. But I want to know if anybody else in the chat has had dreams like that, or if there's some kind of like meaning, like tattoos, or if there's some kind of meaning, like a certain person giving you a tattoo, if that has some kind of symbolism. You know what? We're going to go ahead and add it to the list. We're going to do that. Melinda says, in my dream a few nights ago, someone passed me money wrapped in a letter from my daughter who passed a year ago today. First of all, I'm so sorry for your loss. I could tell it was her writing, but I woke up before I could read the letter. Aw. Your subconscious remembers. Your subconscious, ask spirit, ask your daughter what it was. The tattoo, okay, in the dreams, they're usually floral. It's different every time. Like sometimes they're flowers, sometimes they are, I think one was like a globe. You know, you see globes that look like that, my beautiful artistry. It was a globe like that, and there were birds around it. And then another time, it was the logo for a band that I like. So, dream interpretation would make a good class. Honestly, I am so obsessed with dreams, and I'm learning so much more about interpreting them. Even when I was a sheltered Christian kid growing up, I was always fascinated by the people in the Bible who could interpret dreams, like Daniel, I think, like the Lion's Den guy, and there were a few other ones who could do it too. And I remember thinking that was amazing. Okay, I think we're gonna put the notebook aside for now, and we're gonna start with the readings. We got 9 things on our list today. I'm gonna go ahead and close the queue. Ellie says you're being marked tattoo for a purpose in life. Flowers of meanings ascribed, and the globe is worldwide influence. Ooh. I'm going to have to pay more attention to like what kinds of flowers and stuff. I love that. Oh, and Joseph was the other in dream interpreter. Yes, you're right. There were a lot of people in the Bible with gifts that, if you want to look at it in a really basic, blunt way, psychic. All right, so we're going to get started with Melinda. Melinda says stenosis / nerve damage in back. Doctor is talking about fused discs. Some doctors say yes, some doctors are not sure. Advice from spirit. Ooh, you guys in the chat are giving me so many good insights on That is so cool. You guys are giving so many insights on my recurring dream. But let's look at Melinda's situation. Now, I always say this first and foremost, and y'all already know this, but I always say this to, you know, because CYA. I am not a doctor. I am not a health professional of any kind. I have zero medical training of any kind. I have basic first aid and that's it. So anything that I'm getting here is gonna come from Spirit. We're going to see what the tarot has to say about your situation, Melinda. Excuse me. Need a drink here. Okay. So we have the One World Tarot. We have Moonology, Living Reiki, and Ask and It Is Given. We have a bunch of oracles to choose from today, but we're going to start with the tarot. Oop. Oop. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is one of those tough situations. I see that the doctors are trying to figure out how to help you, but they're also trying to, I think they're also trying to educate themselves on your condition. Because what I'm getting is they've seen this condition before in people, but not very often, and the cases they did see were quite different from each other and are quite different from your case. So, excuse me, helping you, trying to educate themselves. I'm seeing something about trying to finagle with insurance, and if you're from the US, if I remember correctly, perhaps you are. I understand that health insurance and doctors they really can butt heads in the US. Doctors want to do this treatment and insurance says, nah. Challenge, 6 of Cups, let's see. Are they worried that you might be like too young for a certain procedure? I kind of am getting that. They want to make sure that it's not going to leave you like in serious pain or unable to do certain hobbies and activities that you love. That could also be why they're hesitant. Maybe they're, again, not a doctor. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. Excuse me. But I'm feeling like maybe they're a part of the reason they're apprehensive and not really sure about fusing the discs is they think you might be a little bit too young. Anyways, we can always revisit that, but that is kind of what I'm getting. Guidance. Guidance. I definitely have stand up for yourself with 7 of Wands and be your own advocate. You know the amount of pain that you're in. You know on the scale of 1 to 10 how bad it gets. You know if your pain's at a 1. You know if it's at a 5. You know if it's at a 10. Those other health professionals can't gaslight you into doubting your own feelings, symptoms, and pain levels. Arthritic and bone density test was bad, close to 80. Oh, okay. I kind of wonder if they will go ahead with that, with the fusing. With the Chariot, that's the go-ahead card. And then with this King of Pentacles, I think this is your doctor making this call. Now, bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Your doctor has some kind of mentor or someone kind of above him that he's going to go to and consult with on your situation. I think they might actually go ahead with it, though. Let's pull an oracle card, get a little bit extra advice here from Spirit. Okay, I'm seeing a time to give rather than take. And I have you and your loved ones are safe. So time to give rather than take. Let's think about this one. Okay, I kind of get this actually. A time to give yourself the permission and the validation to get procedures done that you want and need done for your health. Instead of just taking, you know, taking the pain and the discomfort and being like, yeah, whatever, I can take it. You don't have to take it. It's okay to allow yourself to get that help that you need if that's something you're struggling with. Because something I'm getting here is just in the past, I'm seeing medical gaslighting, and I'm seeing women's pain and women's bodies and women's health being kind of disregarded. And a lot of times when that happens to us enough, we kind of just learn to deal with it on our own, deal with our pain on our own, deal with our discomfort on our own. And we take it. We take the gaslighting. We take the advice that was actually not helpful. So it's going to sound weird, but give yourself the permission to go forward with this. Give yourself the permission to pursue the treatment that you need. And then I have you and your loved ones are safe. This is a good message. Spirit saying you're going to be okay. This is going to work out. It's going to be for your best, whatever they choose, whether they decide to fuse the discs or not. Again, I feel as though they will go for it. And I'm seeing that no matter what route you and your doctors choose to take, you're going to be okay. I like seeing that. I like seeing that you will be safe. If we want to look at the bottom of the oracle deck, we have the answers you need are coming. So yeah, your doctor right now is consulting with his own mentor to try and figure out what's the best course of action to take for your health condition. And then they're going to let you know. So I think you're going to hear from them pretty soon. Okay, that's what I have for you, Melinda. I hope that is, whoops, excuse me, I keep bumping my thing. I hope that's really helpful. And I'm just going to one more time ask Spirit to send you healing, and we're going to call on the highest, purest, and most loving energies to flow up and down your spine to heal the pain, to heal the bones, to bring comfort, and to bring peace to you, your body, your mind, and your soul. All right. Next, we're going to look at Lady Silver. Lady Silver is wondering what Spirit's advice is regarding the judgmental ladies at her new center. So, Lady Silver, judgmental ladies at her center. What does Spirit have to say regarding that? Okay. Okay. Is this, when you say new center, is this like a workplace or is this like a residential facility, kind of? Anyway, what I'm getting is the situation. I see, and Spirit sees, you're trying to mind your own business. You're just trying to, you know, get through your day, do your daily tasks, punch in, punch out. Like you're doing the best you can to just move forward and do your own. Oh, it's a socialization place for seniors. Okay. It didn't feel like a work. Yeah, it didn't feel like a work vibe, like a workplace, but it has similar energy to kind of a gossipy workplace. Yeah, and I'm seeing you're trying to just mind your own business, do your own thing, go through your dailies, you know, visit, hang out, challenge. Hangman. I kind of understand, because Hangman is usually about delay, change of plans, etc. And I'm like, okay, asking Spirit, well, where's the delay? What is this? These gossipy ladies are kind of like putting a wrench in your plans to just relax and have a good time. Excuse me, and socialize with the others there. They're kind of delaying the fun that you're having and the gratification, because it's hard to have fun and enjoy yourself when you are around people who are like that. So I kind of get that. And I'm also seeing like, this is also like a shift, like a change in perspective. These gossipy, judgmental people are kind of shifting the energy of this place. I see that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit two-faced. Some of them. Are they kind of like, I'm getting like Mean Girls energy. Like, are they kind of in a clique or something? I don't know if a clique is the appropriate with seniors. I don't know if a clique is the appropriate term for people with that age group. But I'm seeing like these ladies, like, y'all, they don't even like each other. This is, their minds have not left junior high, high school. Their bodies have grown and aged, but their minds haven't. Their consciousness hasn't. Okay, yeah, their clicks is the right word. Yeah. See, yeah, I'm feeling like I was getting like high school vibes or like gossipy workplace vibes was what I was getting. Excuse me. Yeah, these ladies, God, they're miserable. They don't even like each other. I was going to say they don't even like themselves. That almost slipped out. And the fact that that almost slipped out without me thinking about it means that is probably true. Goodness sakes. We're going to leave them to their own misery for the time being. Yeah, Ellie is right. Sounds like they deserve each other. Excuse me. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can bring to this place. And I'm seeing that you bring a lot of joy and you bring happiness. You go there and people are happy to see you. And people are happy to visit with you and have coffee or, you know, do whatever it is that you guys do over there at your senior center. Do you play games? Like, because I'm seeing like cards and stuff. I'm seeing like a lot of people enjoy doing that kind of stuff with you. Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing like, this is usually a card of like things being as they, no wait. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, things being as they should be. Cycles moving on, seasons and cycles. I think this is like a little mini season, like a little mini, a mini challenge, I would say, from Spirit. Your challenge is basically to keep your vibe up. Keep your protections up. Keep that energy up because it helps you feel better, but it brings joy to others that are there and chat with you. I wonder if, okay, excuse me, here's something I'm seeing. What I'm getting, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I'm getting intuitively, that when you were quite young, like junior high, high school, you did deal with mean girls. And like they made you feel insecure and they made you feel like they had taken your power from you. This is a little, I'm going to say like maybe a mini cycle, something that's coming back around. And now that you are older and you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of, excuse me, work to protect yourself. This is your chance to do for your inner child what you weren't able to do when you were young, to either stand up for yourself or others or just take your power back. Take your power back from these kinds of people. Knight of Cups. I have, here's something interesting. Offer them kindness. That kill them with kindness kind of vibe. You know, somebody's snarky with you. It's like, oh, are you doing okay? How's your day going? Do you need anything we can support you with? You know, somebody scowls at you, you just smile and you go about your business. They want to gossip with you, you go and say something kind about someone. That's going to throw them off guard. We're killing them with kindness, and that's a way for you to take back your power. And of course, if you know something is really over the line, like absolutely say something, get involved, do what you can. But these kind of people have no power here. They have no power here. You're taking your power back. You're going to take it back through the kindness that you show that these mean people. You're going to take it back through the kindness you continue to show others, the kindness you show yourself, and the kindness that you extend to your younger self, your past self, your inner child, whatever you want to call her. I heard something really interesting. This is not necessarily an intuitive thing coming in, but I read somewhere that when someone is really, really annoying to you and you're trying to ignore them and they just keep coming to you, give them a task. Hey, can you, like, maybe you're busy and you got your hands full. Hey, can you take this cup to the sink for me, please? Thank you. Or like, hey, can you go and ask so-and-so to come and see me? I'm just really busy and can't get up right now. Like, give them a task or something to do every time they see you. Eventually, they're going to stop seeing you. And just be extra nice. Like, you don't have to like these people at all, but mean people hate it when people are kind to them. Yeah, Jakara's right. Usually when you show kindness and shine brightly, those in the dark run away, especially if they cannot siphon energy from you. Absolutely. I am feeling drawn to pull a Living Reiki card for you. Yeah, psychic vampires don't like it. Well, I mean, the mythology about vampires, they don't like the sun. Energy vampires don't like our inner light. They don't like when our inner light shines outwards and starts affecting other people. Oh my gosh, kill those girls with kindness. I say girls. I know they're probably like 60 plus, but they're, you know what, they're acting like little girls. Practice happiness. Practice happiness. Practice happiness because, as His Holiness the Dalai Lama says, the purpose of life is to be happy. Maybe the purpose of your seniors group is to come together and be happy and have fun and socialize and have a positive place. Don't give those ladies that time of day. They want to gossip, like I said. They want to say something rude about Betty and her ugly flower bed. Well, you say something nice about Betty's flower bed. Or something else nice about Betty. I don't know who Betty is. Betty just came to mind. Right? But you know what I mean, though? Oh, did you see what Betty wore to church? Or did you see what she was wearing here last time? Oh, she's too old to be wearing that kind of top. Or she's too old to be wearing those colors. And you say, I loved that outfit. I thought that looked great. Did you see what she was wearing the time before? That color looked really good on her. I'm going to ask her where she got that top. You know, something like that. Melinda, thank you for the super chat. I so appreciate your help. Oh my Lord, Betty is the program director. That name Betty literally just, oh my gosh. That is so funny. Spirit is hilarious. Literally just gave me the name Betty. Someone's gossiping about Betty, you go say something nice about Betty to the people who are gossiping. They're going to get the hint that it's not going to work with you. The other card, if you can see this, the other card that was on the pile says try smiling. Whenever you have a fearful thought, try smiling, because psychology can follow physiology. Change your body, you can change your mind. Try smiling. Those women may not like that, but you know what? They're going to realize it is not worth trying to gossip with Lady Silver because she is just going to go say something nice about the person I'm trying to shit all over, you know? Yeah. Dang. Kill those women with kindness. Lilith and Jakara, right? Transmute negativity into positivity. That's what I have for you, Lady Silver. Yeah. Those ladies don't even like themselves. they crave validation. They absolutely crave that. They need to feel like they've been seen and heard. And if there's a way to acknowledge them that is kind, like, we can't change people, but we can plant seeds of thought. Just you keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Brenda's right. These women that are not showing kindness, a lot of times people who are like, who just are so rude and act really shitty, they need kindness. It's hard to give that to them. We don't want to feel like we're rewarding bad behavior, but sometimes the most unlovable people and the people who act the most unlovable need to see some type of love. And sometimes love, it's not necessarily meaning become friends with them. It just means show some compassion. You're going to start complimenting their hair? Absolutely. They'll get bored. They'll get bored real quick. And like I said, give them a task. If they keep coming up and bugging you, always ask them to do you a favor, you know, give them something to do, and then they'll stop bugging you. Okay, so we're going to move on to PK. PK wants to know if there are any updates regarding her work situation or things to be aware of. Now, Spirit knows about what this work situation is, and we're going to just go off of that. So, PK, let's see. Ellie says, don't do that with the balding. Oh, girl, that would be savage. Hilarious and absolutely friggin' savage. But I wouldn't want to match their energy. I wouldn't want to stoop that low. Ooh. Their heads reflecting Lady Silver's light. Okay, I gotta think about PK. We have fun on this stream, I tell you what. Lilith, stop! You're making me laugh! No, don't actually stop. Don't stop being funny. Guys. Okay, you're making me snort laugh. Lilith says, what a nice scalp you have. I'm sorry, PK. I'll get to your reading. That sent me. I don't know why that sent me, but I'm freaking rolling now. Lilith. What a nice scalp you have. It shines as brightly as your dentures. Okay. Okay, we're gonna, for real this time, we're gonna switch to PK. I don't know why that was so funny. What nice teeth you have. Do you have a spare set? Okay. Any updates on PK's work situation? Things to be aware of. All right. Are you sure it was lavender in your coffee, Lilith, and not like cannabis? All right, all right. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. You know what, PK? I get actually similar vibes to what was going on in Lady Silver's situation. Just with the nasty people. I'm seeing, though, strong woman, powerful woman. This is you. This is other colleagues, female colleagues that you have. You've been standing your ground lately, and you've been making sure that you're looking out for yourself. You've been covering, well, CYA, cover your ass, right? I'm seeing like you've made sure that you've got your backups of backups. You've got all your documents in order. Your confidence is getting so much stronger. I don't know if it's something you're consciously aware of, but you're a lot braver about this situation now than you would have been 3 months ago. And I keep seeing like really like Star Wars imagery, like there's like this Rebel Alliance excuse me, Rebel Alliance kind of vibe. They're the force of good, and they're trying to take down the corruption. Now, the corrupt and nasty people there, they're getting kind of antsy. They're getting maybe bored, maybe a little antsy, because their tactics don't work on you anymore. Manipulating you through flattery does not work. Manipulating you through making you afraid for your job, that does not work. Gaslighting you into questioning your own worth and your own ability does not work anymore. They're running out of ideas. Lady Silver, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. But yeah, these nasty people that you're dealing with in your work situation, they're running out of ideas. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Excuse me. There's something that's going to be swiftly dealt with. I don't usually use the word swiftly in my regular speech, but when I saw this Eight of Wands, I saw swiftly dealt with. Those 3 words printed out in my mind's eye. Swiftly dealt with. Somebody is about to hit strike 3. You know what I mean? Like somebody, there's 1 count of this in their file, and when it first happened, it was not investigated or brought up. It was brushed under the rug. The second time, it was like, well, okay, this is kind of a problem. You know, we need to, we'll keep an eye on this person. They tell this person, like, you need to watch what you're doing, you know. There's something like they can't keep whatever this is, whatever happened, whatever behavior, they can't keep it under the rug anymore. Because the second time or whatever something happened, they're like, okay, well, we have to kind of acknowledge this because you do have this on your record against you. Like, my recommendation is, you know, maybe they're saying it, the employers or something are saying it to this person. You know, my recommendation is you stop doing this and, you know, you stay out of trouble and we won't have to revisit this again. But then they went and did it again. They went and did something else. Strike 3. Something's being swiftly dealt with. Strike 3. And you know what happens on strike 3? You're out of there. So that person, somebody might be getting canned. And like canned, and they deserve it. And something else about this Three of Swords is like, this does feel like the energy of that particular workplace. Jakara, thank you for the super chat. Hierophant, Three of Pentacles. Hierophant, this is the workplace itself. The company, the company. Or the institution. Three of Pentacles. Planning and strategizing. I want to know who's strategizing and who's planning and what. Because I just see planning and strategizing. What is going on? Okay. Okay. I think some younger colleagues, like really young, like new to the workforce, or like newer, I'm seeing like young, please don't roast me for this. I mean like 20s and 30s, people that are in their 20s and 30s. New to the workforce, like early 20s, and some, I'm just seeing that age range, 20 to 30s, young adults. They've complained. These young people who are usually a lot of jobs and workplaces are like, oh, we're going to hire these people fresh out of university because they're going to be just happy to have a job. They're not going to question us. They're not going to question our methods. They're going to do what we tell them to do because they need to work. They're starting to question. That's that third strike. They've told the truth about someone or something that's happened. That's that sword, this one. Whatever it was, whatever that person did, somebody went too far. And swords are like verbal and about words and communication. Somebody went too far and said something. That's what I'm getting. Somebody went way too far. Like something beyond being just a joke to being a workplace, well, really safety issue. And they're being swiftly dealt with and hopefully canned. I see. They're strategizing what to do about this person. They're tired of giving this person chances, but thing about some workplaces though is like they're so worried about their own identity and reputation. They want to figure out how to deal with this guy in a like quickly and quietly without drawing attention to themselves. Is this management? I think it's whoever is above management. Whoever is on strike 3, I don't think they're a manager. I think they're just a regular worker. I'm not sure. They don't hold as much power as they think they hold. But whoever is above that person and above management is looking at, well, how do we deal with this problem without drawing attention to our institution or to our company? But how do we deal with this so that this doesn't happen again and we don't blow this up? They don't want it to blow up into a big thing. They do not want media to know about this. They don't want it to go around online. They're trying to figure out how to quietly deal with this. I'm happy that some of the younger workers have complained. A lot of workplaces are worried about that bottom line. I feel like this place, excuse me, there is somebody who truly does care about the well-being of all the staff. But at the same time, if your workplace is associated with, like, let's say bullying or racism or harassment, people are not going to support it. And there goes that money. There goes the funding. I think that's why they want to try. I think they want funding, and they're trying to keep this situation quiet. They don't want to be known as the racist company or the racist workplace or the sexual harassment workplace. That's what I'm seeing for that. Oop. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing a bald guy with blue eyes. Bald or balding, like shaved head maybe? Maybe shaved head, because I'm just seeing like very, yeah, not much hair, but I'm seeing blue eyes, white guy. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if he's the one that's on strike 3. I kind of feel like it is. Anyways, we're going to pull an oracle card. Okay. Well, first we have you are good enough. Trying to gaslight your work ethic, trying to make you question yourself. You are good enough. That's Spirit's confirmation to you that you are doing exactly what you need to do. Your commitment is being tested. This is your commitment to yourself. Are you going to let these people walk over you? Are you just going to be like, ugh, screw it, let's just ignore them and maybe they'll go away? Or are you going to continue to fight the good fight? PK says, should I proceed with my idea, which involves that guy, the guy that I was seeing in my mind's eye, or the guy on strike 3? Let's see. All of them, PK says, all of them. Okay. I think so. Because when this influence is gone, this is the sneaky, thieving, manipulative kind of energy here. When that is gone, there's your happy family. Oof, this is going to be this analogy Spirits give me is going to be rough. I hope this is not triggering to anybody, but think about it like a doctor cutting a cancerous tumor out of a patient's body. When they have that cancerous tumor, that person's body is so sick and in so much pain. But they cut that part out, that malignant tumor, and all of a sudden the body can go back to its regular homeostasis. Its regular balance, the regular order of things. Yeah, there is a cancer being removed from your workplace. I'm going to pull one more. I know this one's going a little bit long. I want to look at the bottom of the deck. Look at that devil. Look at that devil. I want to know if whatever is happening there is going to end up in, I'm going to say, local media. If somebody's going to like blow the whistle and the stuff is going to end up in the local media. Because that institution or that workplace, that company, whatever, they're trying to keep it quiet because they don't want it to blow up. But is it going to blow up? Ooh, this is where you come in. Perhaps. Okay. If it blew up, that would be a huge burden on that workplace. Somebody, like, they're going to end up alone. Like, somebody that wants to partner with them or do something like that, partner with them or work closely with them, will be like, adios. I don't want to be associated with y'all. They don't want this to happen. You could go nuclear and be like, this needs to be resolved, or this, I go to someone, I tell someone. Now, is it, I don't want to say like blackmailing or anything like that, but, you know, this gets dealt with, or I tell someone. I don't know if that's something you will literally go to them and say, or if it's something that you're kind of thinking about in your back pocket. You're keeping that strategy in your back pocket. Well, if they really don't, I can always tell the local news what's going on here. Or an anonymous tip, you know. I think that that's like the nuclear option. I think that's if things really, really don't change. I don't know if it's going to get to this point, but the thought of what's happening there being like made public to the local community would be horrifically, that it would really hinder that company. So they would probably try and do something about it. They'd rather like placate you or do something about the situation or placate the workers instead of have the workers be like, okay, well, I'm going to tell someone that you guys are doing this. Like whistleblowing. There's that kind of energy. Whistleblowing is not the same as blackmailing or threatening to harm someone's livelihood. Because, you know, whistleblowing is when you tell an outside authority or you tell an outside someone the truth about what's happening within your workplace. So that's what I have for you, PK. Next, we're going to move on to Lilith. Lilith is looking for an update on the love readings. We did, I know for the last couple of streams there, we did some love readings for you, and then I took a month off of YouTube, and I feel like a month is an appropriate amount of time to pass before we look at this again. So let's look at Lilith's love reading. Because the last time I remember doing a reading, you've been doing your inner work, you've been doing your own thing, you're fine, you've been taking care of yourself. Your special, that partner, that special person, your future partner, he was going through his own stuff, and if I remember correctly, there was like a kind of a nasty breakup or some kind of pain like that involved. And he had to do a bunch of his own inner work too. If I remember correctly, I think that was what we'd gotten. So let's get an update. He's still dealing with the anxiety, but he's kind of ready to put himself back out there with that Fool card. His standards are way higher than they used to be, which is good. It's good. For him, the bar used to be so low, it was basically underwater. Now his standards are high. He knows he wants somebody that's going to treat him right and treat him with respect. He wants somebody that also like treats others with respect. There's a saying, and I'm going to butcher it, but it's basically you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat service workers or how they treat people who can do nothing for them. I think his last partner was kind of a bee. Rude to service workers, rude to employees and staff at places where she'd go, and just completely disregard people who could do absolutely nothing for her. He knows to stay away from those types of people. And Lilith, I know you are not this type of person. You are a high standard, high quality type of person. He's getting through. I think he's been going to therapy. Yes, a classy person. You're right, Lilith. Kind to service workers, kind to the people, who the city garbage men, kind to the random stranger in line in front of them at the store who accidentally bumped into them, or, whatever. Brenda, thank you for the super chat. I think this guy has been going to therapy, and I love when people go to therapy. Healing from his anxiety, and that doesn't mean the anxiety's gone away, because the thing about anxiety is real hard to get rid of. But it can be managed, and he's managing it, and he's getting ready to put himself back out there. So let's see, what else can we know? Ooh, crush. A little crush. This is so cute. I'm seeing like asking you to go for a drink sometime. But he doesn't mean like to the bar to get smashed. He means like go get a coffee or tea. I mean, if you want to go to the bar and get smashed, like you do you. That is absolutely okay. But I'm just saying like that he's more about getting to know you and talk to you. He's more interested in getting to know people's hearts and like who they are inside, instead of going out partying and getting to know people's bodies. You know what I mean? And he is gonna have a crush. That is adorable. I feel like you're closer to meeting him now. Let's see what we can know about how and when you meet this person. Oh, something interesting. Okay, I'm not going to say he's never had a crush before, because I'm seeing like when he was really young, like, as a child, he had like puppy love kind of crushes on other people. But when it comes to like falling in love, he has never, I think with his last partner, she pursued him. And she chased him, and then he kind of was like, okay. I don't think he's ever been the one to seriously, like the one to be the chaser, the pursuer in a serious relationship. This is new to him. So what about meeting? PK, thanks for the super chat. Oh, okay, I still don't see anything about meeting. I keep getting other cards falling out. From Page of Cups to Knight of Cups, it grows from a crush and being like, well, I've had a few dates with her and I really like her, to being like, I've caught feelings. I got feelings for her. I'm going to ask her to be my girl. Like, I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend. I'm going to ask her to spend more time with me. He's going to offer up more of his heart. He's going to be sort of coy about his feelings with you at first. And like, he's going to try and keep everything contained. But once he trusts you, and once, oh my God, when like, girl, you are going to break his walls down in a good way, And that love is going to start, like, his heart is going to just like pour out for you. Oh, because I'm seeing like a long talk. I'm seeing like long texting conversations, but I'm seeing like a long actual in-person, I'm seeing like this is nighttime, you're outside, I'm like, you're sitting in his vehicle or your vehicle. I'm just seeing you guys sitting in a car, and it's just, you talk for hours. And the heart's, his heart pours out, your heart pours out. And it's kind of like the big moment. And then the kiss. And, oh, it's like a movie. It's like a poem. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yep, he's healing. He's healing from a lot of bad stuff. And he will tell you. Once he trusts you, he will tell you what he's been through. And you will understand why it took him a while to get from here and here to here. Okay? I think you're going to be surprised by what kinds of things he's gone through and come out the other side still a good person without a bitter heart. Anything about meeting? Okay, don't worry about, I'm getting timing. Perhaps next 3 weeks you might see him. And then just let things sort of take their time. Because he's been through a lot. Pentacles are about that slowness and balancing things. So potentially in the next few weeks, you could meet him. And that Two of Pentacles, it does always show up for him, doesn't it? I'm getting now his healing journey. He could have been on this healing journey over the last 2 years. It's one thing I'm getting with that Two of Pentacles. I'm also getting balancing. He's balancing being in a healthy relationship for the first time with healing from his trauma from previous hurts and previous abuses. This guy will require a lot of patience and gentleness, but these are qualities you already possess. So it's not like you're going to be putting in any extra work to show this guy patience and gentleness. He's not used to people showing him that though, so it might feel weird to him. Let's see. Any more insights? The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Okay, so he's still, he's still kind of in his darkness and healing sort of stage, but it is that really dark part is coming to an end for him. Full moon in Capricorn. Now, I am not much of an astrology buff. If you want to know more about the astrology, go check out my friend Sebastian over at Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology. Girl, look what's on the bottom of the deck of these oracle cards. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Libra season. So you might be meeting this guy in the next little bit and then starting to go on dates and get a little bit deeper into things. Libra season. Lady Silver, you make a really good point that gondolier is a symbol of moving towards his own calmer waters. I think that was an excellent insight. You say, I don't know, not a tarot reader, but girl, I think it would be worth learning it because I think you could be really good at it. Just your interpretations are very good. So he's coming to the end of his tough cycle, and Libra season, new romantic cycle. So that, yeah, you're saying about 2 or 3 months. I really hope so, because that's so exciting. But that is what I'm getting, and it's new moon in Libra, so we're going to consider that. We're going to keep that in mind. Yeah, Lilith says, Lady Silver, I started like that, intuitively reading cards. I think that's actually one of the most effective ways to read cards. Absolutely learn the keywords that go with each thing. You know, look at the book for the general guidance if you want, but it's really your intuition that makes the reading. The cards are just a tool. The art on the cards are just a tool. So we're going to move on to Kathy. Kathy is struggling with some stuff with her mental health and some physical health stuff. Kathy was wondering if she could get her mojo back, if Dr. M could help her, and just some advice from Spirit. So let's see. I'm so glad you guys in the comments know more about astrology than I do, because I love that you're all helping Lilith out with like different interpretations and stuff. So Kathy, let's get some spiritual advice. Yeah, it seems like these health problems have really robbed you of a lot of your comfort and peace of mind. And I'm very sorry about that. I'm sorry to know that, to hear that. Sometimes Spirit puts songs in my heads and like parts of songs and whatever, and I'm getting, is it by The Doors? It's some really old, it's an old song, Mr. Mojo Rising. Mojo Rising is what I was really getting. Mojo Rising. Now, I don't know what that song is actually about, but it was it was The Doors. I don't know what that song is actually about. I can't remember. It's been years since I've listened to it, but it's that Mojo Rising is the part that Spirit wants us to pay attention to. Mojo Rising. So that seems good so far, but let's see. Oh, look at that. The Sun card. Mojo back. Yeah, Ellie says it's quite a raunchy song. I think what's important is just the words Mojo Rising. Because that's the part that came in. I don't remember much else about the song aside from that. But I have the Sun card. This is like getting your happiness back, getting your sparkle back. Let's see what else we can find. Can Dr. M help? Absolutely he can, or she can. Absolutely, they can. This was a health provider that, excuse me, a health provider that Spirit helped kind of line you up with, because they can help you with what you're going through. Like I'm getting that this person has like a special understanding of depression and how it affects the body. Okay, daughter's friend into alternative healing. Do you have children? Because I'm just seeing how there's something that got imbalanced in your body, and it had to do with childbirth years ago. Like something just, and that can happen with pregnancy and huge hormonal changes like that. Something just got out of whack and was never really adjusted. Could be something hormonal. It could, like, there's just, yeah, something that it wasn't really caught years ago when you had your children, but something that doctors look for now. Without getting too personal, and you do not have to answer, confirm, or deny any of this that I'm about to say, don't worry. It could have been like some postpartum depression that was missed. And then, you know, it kind of got squashed down because you're busy. You had kids to look after. You had stuff to do. The physical stuff was dealt with, but the depression was kind of stuffed down. And then, you know, maybe some of the hormones shifted and maybe it went from postpartum to just regular depression. Ooh, Jakara says check the adrenal glands. That might be something worth looking into. Justice, balance. Something is going to be put back into balance that went out of balance years ago. I think there's something hormonal going on. That just, it came from pregnancy and childbirth years ago. And it just was never addressed. Because I don't know how old you are, but perhaps at the time your children were born, doctors just didn't really look for certain, they just made sure that your body physically healed up fine and your uterus healed up fine. And, you know, they kind of think about, okay, and how's breastfeeding going? Okay, are you sleeping? Are you eating? Okay, good. Well, then you should be fine. But now there's stuff that doctors will look for now. Hormonal changes and balances and stuff like that. And especially the mental health. So yeah, something like that is going back into balance. Let's just get some extra advice. Whoop, the Lovers card. Okay, working very closely with this doctor. The Lovers doesn't always have to mean love or intimate relationships. This card can just mean somebody that you're working very closely with and trust. It's a partnership. And Eight of Wands, swiftness. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of testing. Like, I'm seeing lots of blood testing done. A lot of blood work. And I'm seeing, like, quick results. She's gonna find out right away what's going on. And when she figures it out, she will tell you as soon as she knows. She sounds like a really good doctor. Like, very attentive. Very attentive. And you will get your sunshine back, your sparkle back, your happiness back. Some extra advice from Spirit. We're going to pull a Living Reiki card. Hello, Vernie. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so the Living Reiki card we pulled, it says, become aware. Life doesn't always turn out the way we expect, but as long as we continue to struggle and strive to bring things under our control, we're just creating an energy cycle that makes things worse. However, there's no point in just squashing your fears and worries down, which is possibly what could have happened with the depression and stuff. Instead, try to be aware of what you're afraid of or worrying about. Then send love and Reiki to that fearful part of yourself. And I think with this become aware, I think this is just validating that Dr. M will help you to become aware of what it is that's happening that's affecting your body and your emotional and mental well-being. I think you're going to become aware of it. And then once you're aware of what's going on, then you can figure out a course of action to make things better. So best wishes to you. May Spirit fill your heart with comfort and joy and peace, and let that depression subside. And just pray that that Spirit gives you the strength to overcome this situation, that they will heal you. And we thank Spirit for their beautiful healing Reiki energy that's going to flow in through your chakras, throughout your body, throughout your mind, throughout your spiritual and energetic essence. Okay. Next I have Mara. Mara wanted a quick reading from the Akashic records. Mara or Mora? Sometimes I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So a quick reading from the Akashic records. Mora. Okay, thanks for letting me know. So quick reading for Mora from the Akashic records. So I gotta just remember, Mora rhymes with limes. Wow. Mora rhymes with Laura. Mora. Mora. If I could stop bumping into my stuff, that'd be great. Okay, so. Okay. Seems like you've been going through a little bit of stress lately. With the Seven of Wands, I'm seeing something that is just requiring your constant attention. There's stress, there's some anxiety. I see that. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm glad you caught me live too. Haven't seen you on stream in a while. Yeah, stress. You have a lot of responsibilities on your plate too, which is just feeding into your stress. You have a lot of obligations. Your challenge is being able to rest and drop things and delegate and let things just be. And I get that. It is hard to relax, you know, even when life is going great and well and we don't have a lot of responsibility. Sometimes it's just hard to relax because we have that part of our brain that goes, oh, what if this? What if that? Things have been too good for too long. When's the other shoe gonna fall? You know. So I understand that resting and trying to calm your mind is very difficult. I see that. Guidance. Think about the things that you can change and the things you can do in your situation. You can't control what other people say and do, but you can control what you can do. You can control what you say yes or no to. Whether you... Do you meditate? I feel like that would really help you. Like a meditation just to... Even just like a quick, like a 5-minute guided meditation to just get that deep breathing and lower the stress levels a little bit. And there could be other little adjustments to make. I totally get that with having a busy brain though, Mora. I really do. Sometimes just taking 5 minutes to do a deep breathing exercise can really, really help. The job I do outside of helping clients and viewers through tarot and spiritual practice is actually very super stressful. And there are times where I have to like leave the room and like go hide in the bathroom for 5 minutes and take some deep breaths, and I can literally feel my heart slowing down. Because sometimes I get an alert on my watch when my heart rate goes over, I think it's 100 BPM, and it goes over that quite a lot. And there's a breathing exercise I can do. I can just push some buttons on my watch and start a breathing exercise that lasts about 4 or 5 minutes. And I can feel the difference. The heart rate slows down. It's like the thoughts kind of slow down. Thoughts are a little bit more difficult. We don't have to try and control them. We just have to let them kind of roll past. I'm seeing focus on growth. Focus on growth. And self-care. But this Empress, she's all about growth and potential. There's fertility as well. I'm seeing like spiritually fertile. So maybe we go back to the mindfulness practice. Maybe it starts off with just 5 deep breaths, 5 seconds. And then the next time it's 7 deep breaths and 7 seconds. The next time it's 10 seconds, 10 deep breaths, or, you know, whatever, right? It doesn't have to be 1 breath every second, but do you kind of know what I'm saying though? Outcome. 6 of Cups, I see this is children. Help that will come from your children. Support that will come from your children. Aw, okay, I like this. I'm seeing the image of, I'm being shown just a little boy, like very little, like little toddler, falls, scrapes his leg, and is upset. And here comes mom with, you know, a wet cloth and some Band-Aids and some hugs and kisses to come and make things better. Now, the tables have turned. Mom is the one who has, now this is more figurative than anything, fallen down and scraped her leg, or is suffering and struggling. This little boy, who is now grown, comes to mom with a hug and the Band-Aids and the cloth and a snack to provide comfort. The love and the comfort that you offered to your children when they needed it will come back to you from them. That's such a beautiful exchange of energy. You supported your children are going to help support you. Hello, Sandra. Welcome to the chat. Nothing is yet set in stone. If there's something about your future that you're afraid of, the future is not written in stone yet. I really strongly feel that your children will be there to help you the way that you spent, well, a majority of your life, which would be all of their life, helping them. It's okay. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Mora. I see you're dealing with a lot of stress, and I'm so sorry about that. And I understand it's really hard to relax, but what if you just tried some guided meditations? There are tons on YouTube. Nikki Sutton has some of the best ones. Michael Seeley also has some of the best ones. Just try it and see what that does for your stress, and know that your children are there for you to help you. They're in a position now, they're grown, they're in a position where they can turn around and help you. Okay, that's what I got for you, Mora. So next I have Brenda. Oh, you guys are talking about, y'all are talking about crystals and stones in the chat. And emeralds. I love, emeralds are very, very pretty. Jakara says she wears an emerald on her left middle finger. I have a Venus symbol on my left middle finger. That doesn't mean abundance, but it does mean girl power and F the patriarchy. Maybe I should get like an emerald. One of my other rings I used to wear on this hand has a ruby. But ever since I got this one, I've just only been wearing this one because it matches with everything. So Brenda wants advice on ascension, and will she ascend? I assume this means spiritually, because I don't see you like Monday afternoon, like ascending and lifting from your office chair and rapturing up into the heavens. Adios, bitches. Like, I don't see that happening. Not physically. But spiritually, absolutely. Let's look at this. Oh, my whole deck is upside down. I'm gonna flip that judgment that way. Whoa. Okay, this looks good. This looks really good. Advice on spiritual ascension. First of all, with judgment, I'm kind of getting don't overthink it. Because ascension is not just something that happens in an instant. It's something that happens throughout your life. This is a lifelong process of ascension and growth. And Spirit is saying that you are ascending as we speak. You already have the light in you. You have that energy in you. This is not what I expected to get from the star card, but I got the word Kundalini. If you know what a Kundalini awakening is or what Kundalini energy is, this is something that is already present within you. And I think it's going to wake up soon. That's another thing about that judgment. Judgment is also about making a choice and deciding when you're ready for something. Six of Wands, victory, and valor, the strength, the shield. I'm seeing like I have this mental image of like a woman with armor, of you like with this armor on, but it's not like actual, plate armor. It is light. It's spiritual armor. You're going to become more aware of the spiritual protection that surrounds you every day. You're going to start to feel that. Yeah, the Magician. If you haven't already gone through spiritual awakening, but I have the very strong feeling that you have been going through awakening, you're going to go through another cycle of awakening. Like it's going to the next level. I think that's where this Kundalini sort of comes in. Yeah, actually, this Magician dude kind of does look like Jesus. You're right, Lady Silver. And I can't remember if we got the artist to do that on purpose or not. I think we did, actually. Because, you know, he's someone in the Bible that he turned water into wine. He healed people who were blind. He healed a woman who was bleeding for 12 years because she simply touched his garment, you know? That power, that inner power. I'm going to have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure we did actually get the artist. And the artist she kind of put her own spin on it too, which was really nice. It's that being able to do big things with a small amount of faith. And that kind of fits in with your reading too. I see that for you, Brenda. You're going to be able to manifest big things and do big things, and it's going to require it's going to require smaller amounts of faith, because it's like you already believe that you can have, or like you're capable of manifesting what it is you desire, and you're capable of having what is best for you in your life. You're capable of handling that. Yeah. Look up, when we're done watching this, we're done doing this, look up Kundalini rising and Kundalini awakening. I think that's like what your next cycle of awakening is kind of going to look like. Do you have a yoga practice at all? Yoga and other various stretches I've heard are very, very effective for helping Kundalini energy to move up the spine. Your Living Reiki card says a wise prayer. Old Irish prayer. Take time to work, it's the price of success. Take time to meditate, it's the source of power. Take time to play, it's the secret of perpetual youth. Take time to read, it's the way to knowledge. Take time to be friendly, it's the road to happiness. Take time to laugh, it's the music of the soul. And take time to love and be loved, it is the path to joy and contentment. I like that. Take time to read, it's the way of knowledge. And take time to meditate, it is the source of power. There are a lot of meditations and guided meditations and stuff that can actually really help with that sort of Kundalini energy, that kind of awakening. I'm very excited for you. This is really good. You're going through this whole ascension thing as we speak, but that Kundalini awakening, when it happens, it's going to be boom. Like, it's going to be an explosion, basically, of spiritual growth. Oh, you said you don't do yoga, but you'd like to learn yoga. Okay, good. Anybody can do yoga. If you have a body, you can do yoga. You don't even need all the body parts. The thing about yoga is that it is adaptable. I personally love watching and doing videos. Her name's Yoga with Adrienne is her channel. Her name's Adrienne Mishler. And she is wonderful. She knows all about the chakras and moving energy, and I get great value out of watching her videos and doing tutorials with her. She's so gentle on beginners. She has so many good beginners workouts and poses, and she's so patient. Like, she just tells you if you're unable to do a certain position, she can show you a substitution. Lady Silver, you took literally out of my brain what I was trying to say next. Also, Reiki. learn a little bit of Reiki. Learn how to do a little bit of Reiki for yourself. I'd love to eventually teach Reiki. It's another course that I've been trying to work on. Okay, so next we have Jakara. Jakara dreamed about meeting her higher self and spirit guides. What else can we just know about that dream? What other messages does she need to have, or does she need to hear? Oh, I love that you guys also watch Yoga with Adrienne. She's so good. And there are other excellent yoga channels on YouTube. It's just Adrienne is my favorite. So what else? What other kind of insights and stuff can Jakara get? She dreamed about meeting her higher self and her guides. Let's see. What's going on? Let's see. Jakara says the dream had 6 of my spirit guides. They all looked like they were over 100 years old. 2 of them ignored me. 1 laughed. 1 was angry. And only 1 of them spoke to me. Interesting. Okay. So let's figure that out. Oh, Lady Silver says she's got to go. Thank you for joining the chat. Thanks for joining the stream. Have a great day to you. So 2 of them ignored, 1 laughed, 1 was angry, and only 1 spoke. Let's see what's going on with that. 2 of them ignored. What was up with that? Oh, okay. It wasn't ignoring like in a rude way. It's more, the vibe I get is more of like, she's tough enough, she's doing okay on her own with this Page of Pentacles. The analogy that Spirit's giving me is a mom who goes from, you know, maybe her child, let's go back to the example of child falls down, gets hurt, goes to mom. You know, mom comforts the child, plays with the child a little bit. And then the child seems okay. So mom goes back to doing whatever she was doing. Maybe she was, you know, working in a different room doing something. Maybe she's making lunch. Maybe she just needs to sit down for a minute and watch TV. And she's not like ignoring her child, but meanwhile, her child is playing on the floor on the other side of the room, just doing their own thing. Mom's not ignoring the child, but she is just observing. I think this is what your guides are doing for you. Those guides that in the dream were kind of ignoring. They're not actually ignoring you, but they're more observing you. One laughed. What's up with the one that laughed? Laughing with you. That's 1 for sure. Laughing with you. Oh, I love this. This guide is going to help open the gates of abundance. That's what I was hearing. Open the gates of abundance. Open the doors to abundance. Oh, they're laughing because oh, I get it. I get it. Earth is such a weird place. It's so full of uncertainty and insecurity. And, this guide is laughing because it's like, this is going to be so easy for you. You're going to have what you need. You're not going to have to worry. And just laughing like, remember when you were so worried about X, Y, and Z? And we figured it out. And you ended up stronger and in a better position than you were before. That's why that guide is laughing. They're happy for you. They're laughing with you. They're laughing because it's like Earth's supposed to be a hard place, but she has abundance in her life and she has comfort and we're providing security. One was angry. Okay, let's see. One was angry. The one that was angry said, just follow the path. My guides are probably screaming the same thing at me. I know what my path is and I know what I need to do, but I'm too stubborn to like take the steps and do it. I'm too stubborn and too scared. I kind of get that. They're also angry on your behalf. The injustices and the obstacles that come up with life on Earth, the fact that, well, I mean, we got to pay bills. We got to pay our mortgage and our rent. We got to buy food. Everything costs money. And this guide is kind of like angry on your behalf that money and, well, not just money, but like worrying about not having enough resources, not having enough skill, not having enough talent, not having enough whatever it is that you need to achieve your goal. She's angry kind of on your behalf that we live in a world that makes us think that we need to do things the cookie cutter way for success, and everything outside of that if it doesn't, if you don't have the money for it, then don't bother doing it. Like that kind of attitude, or the whole like, well, why would you're so comfortable where you are and things look fine on paper where you are. Why would you ever give that up for something that's uncertain? Your guide is like angry on your behalf at this kind of attitude that our world has. And I can also understand the irritation of, I literally just told you, like, stay on the path. So my other job is as a daycare teacher. And I love all of the children that I take care of. But oh my God, do I get annoyed when I have told somebody comes to me with a problem, they've tried to solve it themselves, they don't know what to do, so they come to me for help. I give them basic advice, like let's just say, this happens all the time with little kids that are learning how to put on their own shoes, ones that definitely know how to put on their own shoes, but they still want that validation that they're doing it right, and I need you to check this, I need you to do this for me. And I always tell them, okay, step 1, open the shoe, undo the Velcro, whatever, pull the tongue out. Step 2, put your foot in the shoe. Step 3, close the shoe. For some kids, I have to add a step 4, keep your shoes on. Well, 5 minutes later, that child has her shoes off again and is asking for help again. I get that. There's times where I'm like, I just showed you. But does it mean I'm angry at that child? No. It's just, I think our spirit guides, I know for a fact my spirit guides feel that exact same way about me. And I think I understand why your guide maybe had that frustration for you. I'm not saying that you're being childish or anything like that. It's just, I work very closely with children, and they really like strike a chord in my heart that spirit often uses examples and analogies using children to help me understand the point that spirit's trying to make. So I get that. I don't think that guide was angry at you personally. But yeah, trying to get them to affirm your position. Yep, I totally get that. And then you were saying that only one tried to speak with you, but she was limited on how she could communicate and what she could say. Some of it is because spoilers, okay? She doesn't want to give you like spoilers on something in your life, because if you already know about like a blessing that you're going to have, and I'm not going to say you, because I don't mean to like call you out personally. I'm just going to say when we have a blessing in our life. And if Spirit tells us right away what it is and what it's going to be, we're going to start expecting, oh, why hasn't it happened yet? It's been 3 days since I got this message. Why hasn't this happened yet? You know, and they also don't want to ruin the surprise. There are some things in life that are absolutely spiritual, like gifts from the universe or gifts from Spirit. Like they're saying, do you want to open the presents? You know, do you want to, they're showing me a Christmas tree and unwrapping one of the presents, some of the presents to see what they are, and then rewrapping them and then having to open them again on Christmas. Are you going to have that same response, that same joy and gratitude and stuff on that day when you've opened it and you've already know what it is? You might still have the gratitude, but the surprise won't be there, right? It won't be as impactful. So there are some things that guide could not say because she didn't want to give you spoilers. Let's see what else. Okay, I also think that you know the answer in your heart, but it's scary taking that step to make that transformation. Which I completely understand. I get that. I think it's one of those things where your guide is like, okay, I need you to take these couple of steps first, and then, you know, then I can give you more instruction from there. Going back to the putting on shoes analogy, like with me and my kids, you know, I have a kid come to me with her shoe in her hand and she's like, it keeps falling off. It's not staying on my foot. Okay, well, have you tried step 1, which was open the shoe? Maybe step 1 for you is not open the shoe, but maybe step 1 for you is something different. And then, you know, or she's like, I can't get my foot in the shoe. Well, yeah, because the Velcro is done up too tight or it's laced up too tight. You have to undo it and open it up. Then you can worry about step 2. Do you kind of know what I'm saying though? Like what I'm kind of getting at? She didn't want to give you spoilers, and there are some steps you have to take on your own, and then you will get further instruction. That's what I'm getting. We're going to pull a Moonology. Okay, I'm glad this is making sense to you. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So that Capricorn season could have like something important in store for you. Again, I'm not an astrology expert. I think y'all in the chat know more about astrology than I do. Or if there's something about that resonates with you. But your hard work is paying off. You're about to manifest what it is that you want. Oh, cool. You even said you're a Capricorn moon. That is so much fun. Look at that. It's okay, I think, to have the faith to take step 1 if you haven't already. Whatever step 1 is, I know in your gut, you know what the answer is. And I know you'd said something about your career path in a previous reply here. And I just have this feeling that you know in your gut what it is. But getting from that point A to point B, step 0 to step 1, is really hard. I cut this deck to like just shuffle it again, and I saw expect powerful change with new moon eclipse. Take that first step and you'll be surprised at what happens next. Yeah, it is scary. I completely understand. if you want to talk about it, just email me because I am in a similar kind of situation. Alexandra's in a similar situation too. Look at that. You're not alone. If you want to chat, my inbox is open. You know my email address. Absolutely go ahead. That's what I have for you, Jakara. And okay, I guess the last thing on my list is myself and that silly recurring dream I have about a friend of mine. I keep dreaming that this friend of mine is giving me tattoos on my legs. And like I'd said, one was like a kind of like a globe symbol with birds. One was the symbol for a band that I liked. I thought that was just kind of silly. And then sometimes I can't remember what the other ones are, but there are like flowery designs and stuff like that too. And you guys gave really good interpretations in the chat. And I really appreciate all the thought that you guys are putting into like analyzing these weird dreams that I'm having. If my friend gets back to me and like lets me know, because I did ask her if she was studying art. I think I said this at the beginning of the stream. I did ask her if she was studying art or tattooing. I'll let you know what she says, if she says anything back. But I just want to pull just like a couple cards and an oracle, I guess, on why am I having that recurring dream? What does it mean? Okay, Eight of Swords, trapped, the star, potential. These cards are calling me out. I know exactly what this is. But what does this have to do with dreaming about my friend giving me tattoos on my legs? What is this? So this Eight of Swords is trapment and the star. I'm going to be real honest. I'm kind of scared of my potential. My whole life, I have played small. And I've been shy and I've hid and not like shy socializing, but shy when it comes to taking and asking for what I want and doing what I need to do to further my own interests and stuff like that. And I keep myself stuck playing small because it feels safe, even though it makes me unhappy. And then there's my potential with the star. Why am I afraid of my potential? And what the heck does this have to do with my friend tattooing my legs in my dreams? There's a little bit of spontaneity here. And in these dreams, she just sort of shows up, or she has a shop in my dreams, and either she shows up in front of me or I show up in front of her and we get to work tattooing. There's a little bit of spontaneity here. In the dreams, I never book an appointment. I don't think about it. I just go ahead and let her do whatever. Maybe I need to just go in and let spirit do whatever it needs to do. For whatever, the thing that I want to manifest to actually come. And then I loved a bunch of your guys' comments saying stuff like being marked for, I think one of you guys said like success, or being marked for like something spiritual that's going to happen, that flowers, individual flowers have their own meanings, being marked with whatever meanings those are. I'm going to have to pay attention next time I have that dream and see what exactly the symbols are, and then I can maybe interpret from there. And my friend is a spiritual person as well. She's very into the witchcraft and witchcraft and manifesting and spirituality. Maybe I should have a chat with her. Anyway, Yeah, and Alexandra says she might be a prominent person for you in work or meaningful things since tattoos are meaningful symbols. That's really interesting. I used to work with her years ago, and then she moved and started a family, and maybe I'll be working with her again sometime. Interesting. Anyways, if I find out anything about that, I'll let you all know. But that's what I got for my stream today, and I'm thankful every one of you could join, and I love how we just have fun. Everyone participates, everybody, like we had so many silly moments there. Everybody just had fun. It was just so relaxed and casual, and this is what I love. And I'm going to be honest, this is what I want to do all the time. You know, like stream all day, every day. But I want to make my life's work, like at my career, teaching, you know, helping people heal through Reiki, through readings, through spiritual practice. And I want to teach people how to read tarot. And I want to teach people how to do Reiki. I want to teach people about having their own spiritual practice. I love being a tarot reader. I love being a medium. I love doing Reiki. I want this to be what I do. And in a way, I'm scared of my potential. But a lot of you guys are helping me to see that maybe I don't have to be afraid. And I'm seeing, like, from a bunch of the readings that we saw here, Spirit was telling y'all not to be afraid and to just trust and to take step 1, open the shoe. Step 2, put your foot in the shoe. Maybe I got to take that advice as well. So I love helping you guys, and you guys, you help me just as much as I help y'all. And I'm very thankful. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so I took that month off of YouTube back in June. I am back. Last night, I uploaded a pick a card reading, what's going on behind the scenes in a situation in your life. So go check that out. I would like to do more. It's kind of a long pick a card, but I wouldn't mind doing like some shorter ones every once in a while. And I know there are other topics you guys want me to talk about. So I do have some of your suggestions and stuff written down, so I will work on that. And Ellie is right. I need to drink some water. Anyway, I got laundry to fold and possibly muffins to make, so I will see you guys next time. Bye.